So with the basics of karma out of the way, how does one fabricate karma? It seems more mystical than it does seem practical. And the way it's done is usually you start interfering with people's lives. You start to guide and lead them through various things. You can lead them through the material they read, the shows they read, media in general. You can use it with news, you can use it with religion, you can use just about anything, as long as it meets the requirements, which is what makes it magic. And magic's really only concerned with if you pay your toll. So as long as you do that, it doesn't matter how it's done, just that it's done. And most people end up typically having it by watching news or being indoctrinated. Essentially, when they're polarized, that typically is when it happens. Superstition can also do it. As mystical and enigmatic as anything with fate and prediction and prophecy and all that stuff, it's really not that difficult to predict someone's life or alter it or force it to go one way or the other. People are very flippant and what's the word? I can't think of the word, but they're very prone to change despite not liking it. As long as they meet the requirements of whatever it is you're trying to get them to do or force upon them, it's really not that hard. And most people are aware of this because the government and jobs do it all the time. It's not exactly karma, but it is essentially the basics of it, at least within this definition. Which means most people do go through it throughout their lives and they're just not aware of it. In the end, karma is not something to be scared of. It's not something you can really fight either. But there are ways to deal with it, and one of the ways is just to not let people get in your head, not to let them scare you or intimidate you. When you do that, you start following along whatever lines of prediction they want you to follow. Essentially, it's just a version. It's just an old form of self-fulfilling prophecy. And when you cut the strings, it's back in your hands again. And usually, if you've spent a long time being essentially guided around, then you don't really know what to do with that kind of freedom. And that takes time to adjust to.